Tahoe Douglas Fire Department, and Lisa Harron. Am I saying it right?
It's Heron.
I'd love to roll the R's, though. Can I just roll the R's?
That's fine, Todd.
Lisa Harron is here from the U.S. Forest. Thanks for coming in, you guys.
Morning,
I know
Todd.
it's Wildfire Awareness Week coming up. We're starting tomorrow, right?
Right, starting tomorrow. We've got banners up around the basin. We're putting a lot of information out there. We've been on radio, TV.
Hey.
We need to get the word out. This is really important, you know. And of course, we've got the TRE fire burning.
TRE fire. Walk me through this. TRE.
It's the
See?
see,
Yeah, you just assume we
Topaz
know, and
Ranch
Ranch
Estates.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's
Where's that one?
and that's right. It's Topaz Ranch,
by
so it's just
Topaz
above
Lake.
Topaz, to the north of Topaz, basically between Gardnerville and Topaz. It's burning in the
And you're the
hills up
fire
there.
chief in Tahoe Douglas.
No, I'm actually the fire marshal.
Fire marshal.
So we do have a fire chief, we have an assistant fire chief, and we work together, executive staff, to make sure people are safe in our community. So.
Yeah, and then you work with the U.S. Forest Service, and I
Yes.
guess part of what you were saying when we were talking in the break is that people, for some reason, don't think of you two working together.
Right.
But I mean, if,
Right.
you know, you
Right,
guys
I'm
have
not
the
sure why. You know, the Forest Service, we have a lot of projects. We do a lot of stuff. We do restoration work, as well as, you know, other things, visitor center, that kind of thing. But yeah, the Forest Service is actually the biggest fire department in the world.
And in the Forest Service business, what do you see like the main cause of fires? Like, what's the main thing?
Unfortunately, the main cause of fires are human caused. Human caused. And here in the basin, the majority of wildfires or fires are caused by unattended campfires.
You know, people just
And
don't
so,
get the
yeah.
lingering effects, like you
Right.
walk away and it gets into the
Yeah.
duff. And
And that's really important because that's totally preventable.
right.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, we have a few lightning-caused fires, but most of them are
Yeah,
human
that's-
caused. So
that's-
that's
Mostly
why we
human
want to get the
caused,
word
that's
out.
God's
It's,
will.
it's preventable.
And the other thing is just in the wildland, it's preventable. The sources of fire are preventable, but there's things that people can do to protect their homes and their lives around their own property to do fuels reduction and what we call defensible space. So they're actually grooming their yard to have a fire-safe community, and fire is a natural occurring event through the basin. It does happen naturally. And it's happened, you know, for years. And then, of course, we moved our homes in there, and we have this urban interface that's taken place. But yeah, Lisa at the Forest Service and the fire districts, we work together because it's a team effort. But the biggest thing we want to get the message is, yes, we're united. We're here united.
Yes.
We've been united. People don't realize that. But what we really need is that component, the homeowner. The resident to take responsibility for their home, and that's actually the theme this year.
Right.
So
And what's the
the thing.
big thing you see? I mean, I think a lot of people that lived here during our Angora fire, you know, the experiences and homes lost. And all, I think we learned some things. I remember one of the things that really stuck with me and really resonated was how people would store their wood pile right up next to their house. And I had actual friends that said, that was like the worst thing you could do.
Right.
What are a few tips that just off the top of your head, the basic stuff, maybe because it's a weekend with a lot of visitors, that maybe doesn't come to mind for most people?
Well, I think some of the easy things people can do is you know, pine needles. The pine needles are they drop in the fall. In the springtime, we want to see them raked up and we want them raked back about 30 feet from the structure, from the home.
Isn't there though like this balance where then some other agency says, well, we don't want all of them raked up or the water runs off into the lake?
Well,
I think that message is changing too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially since the Angora fire.
yeah.
So they've kind of shifted direction.
So
Yeah,
that's one. That's
and
one obvious.
we can.
Yeah, you should clean up your pine needles, especially remove them
Absolutely.
from your roofs.
Yeah, get them off the
Yes.
home
Get
and
'em
the
off the
structure.
roof.
Get them out of the gutters because embers will fly. You know, they'll fly after a fire or during a fire, I should say, and they can land into that.
They can
brush.
literally land miles away from the fire.
And
the
we
embers
saw that
will.
during the Angora
We saw
fire.
that
Oh
during
my
Angora.
gosh,
We
yeah.
had huge embers that were falling
know, it's spooky.
in our neighborhood. So you want to remove all that dead, dry stuff around your home, like you said, out of
How about
your
these-
gutters, off your roof.
How about these shingle roofs? I hear such bad things about that.
Yeah, well, yeah, and the shingle roof it's
Those are
basically kindling on your roof.
It really
you know,
is.
it really
Like,
is.
When you go to Rayleigh's for your campfire and buy the little stack,
Yeah.
it's like shingles. And
Yeah,
you
yeah.
put it like in
It
your
is.
campfire to start the fire.
And so it's very dangerous. dangerous. We in Tahoe, Douglas, we have ordinances, so we don't allow homes to be built with that.
Right.
Although there's
New
homes that are
construction.
out there, and so new construction we can regulate, but the existing homes are our concern. There are some grants out there, so you can check with your fire district and see if there's a grant available to replace that roof. It's a very important thing you can do to protect your home is to get rid of those shingles and get a
Yeah, if you have a shake
fire-resistant
roof,
material.
Get rid of it.
Do between the two of you, either you or Forest Service, do you have someone who you can reach out as a community member and say, can you come look at my house? I think I've done it right,
Yes.
defensible space.
Yes,
Can
we
you
do.
look at it?
Yes,
Yeah.
that mainly falls on the local fire protection districts.
Yeah.
Like Eric's district. So.
And then you might have
Yeah,
even
they'll come out and take a look.
there's even lots. Sometimes there's Forest Service lots that abut or adjacent to your property, so you can
Right.
call the Forest Service.
Yes.
So we're constantly working together. This is a team effort, like I
Right.
said, and really what we need to do is engage that homeowner and get them involved and say, hey, they maybe they see something they don't like, or they say, hey, what's the Forest Service doing here? Or why are we doing this? And a lot of it's fuels reduction. When smoke is in the air in the fall and early spring, and people see that
Right.
and they're like, wow, this is really
That's
irritating.
a big component of
But,
what we do.
The control
We're-
burn.
Yeah,
this
is
controlled
to try to
burns.
get rid of that extra fuel that's
prescribed
built
burn,
up
as they
over
call
the
it.
years.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
A prescribed
Is there
burn.
an actual doctor that writes the prescription?
Yes, he's the
That's
forester.
a good question. Yeah. Actually, it is kind of like a prescription. They
It
take
is.
into consideration all the
Oh, one of
different
those
factors,
California
you know.
doctors?
They, it has to be a certain temperature, humidity has to be at a certain
Right.
level.
Like today would be
They
a good day.
consult with the California Air Resources Board
Right.
and the Nevada, I believe it's the Nevada Division of Environmental Protection on the
Yeah.
Nevada side. And so everything has to come together for it to work. And then they issue a burn permit, and then they will go out and actually
And then you
conduct
guys do a
the
good
burn.
job
So-
trying to let people know in the community so that
Right,
they don't call
right.
it in and tie up
Yes.
resources.
Yes, we
Yeah.
put it on our website. We have a line you can call in. If you see smoke, you can call in and check and see where we're burning on that day, as well as check the website. So
Where-
we try to let everybody know what's going on.
We're short on time, but real quick, I know you want to talk about the webinar that you
Yes.
guys are doing together. Real quick.
Yes.
Right. The webinars are great because they talk specifically on how you can protect your home, plants you can choose to plant around your home that are fire resistant and can help protect your home, and some different landscaping ideas. So it's a multifaceted. It's only an hour. It's during your
Yes.
lunch hour.
And for information on it, you can go to livingwithfire.info, and you have to register. It is free, but
Is
you
this
just,
local or national webinar?
These are actually local, so these are regional, I will say.
They're
So,
regional, yeah. If you live in the Bay Area or Sacramento
Ah, cool.
or
Yeah.
in Nevada, you can just sign up for it, and then you can just attend it. They're an hour long, and they're being held at noon every. Is it every day
Weekend,
during? Yeah,
Every
except
day
for the
during the
holiday.
week,
I
so,
believe.
Cool.
yeah.
During
Yeah.
Fire Awareness Week.
Yeah,
Well,
through
you don't
next
come in
week,
enough.
so-
We got to get you back in here some more. It's always good to
Absolutely.
talk
Come in.
fire with the fire department. And Lisa, you've been doing a really good job, kind of
Thank you.
doing the outreach with the community from the
Thank
US
you for
Forest
having
Service.
us. We
Thank you.
appreciate you helping us get the word out.
Always keep up the good work, you guys. Have a good
Thank
Memorial
you.
Day weekend.
Be
You too,
safe.
Todd.
We'll
Thank
take,
you.
We'll take a quick break and be back with more of Lake Tahoe Television's Tyler Today. Stay with us.